Day 87. Hey, what are you doing today? Beautiful sunny day. Don't have much. Well, I guess I was gonna say I don't have much to talk about, but I might be repeating that a little bit. But I want to make a quick video for the day. Brought back out the Feel Good hat, the Feel Good glasses. Got my little cooler girl tie. Just enjoying life. Last night I went home and I was talking to the Luna, and I was telling her about the progress I had made with flexibility, and how I wasn't aware that I was making progress until I finally decided to test it and see what kind of progress I'd made. And, I was telling about how far away I was from touching my toes, and how when I realized how close I could get to touching my toes, how excited that made me feel. And it's such a silly little simple thing, but it is that measure of progress, it's that measure of change, and it's just one of those things that one of those small little elements that I've been concentrating on for the last 87 days. And as I'm telling her, I'm showing her, I said, this is about where I was when I started, and I kind of got to the distance I was from my toes, roughly probably about 10 inches, 8 to 10 inches, somewhere in that range. And I said, this is as far as I could go. And I said, now look how close I can get. When I reached down to stretch, I got all the way down and I actually touched my toes. Mind-boggling. I had to kind of curl my toes up a little bit to get to them. I had a little cheat going on. But as soon as it happened, I was like, holy cow! I've never been able to do that. Even going back to junior high school, when I first started getting into different sports, I was so inflexible then that even then I couldn't touch my toes, and it was just mind-boggling to me. I'm like, holy cow! I had to do it again and over again just to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. And I've heard that before, that late in the evening after a full day, that's your most when your body's the most flexible. But I had no idea I could do that, and I came in today and I started doing my stretches and started doing things a little bit differently, and I started reaching around, kind of grabbing behind my ankles and pulling myself down, and actually just feeling the slow stretch and feeling it out. It's just amazing the progress I made just over that one little thought of I wasn't advancing, and all of a sudden now I can get from 2 inches from my toes, and then last night I could touch my toes, and now even in shoes where my toes can't curl up, I'm almost right there. I feel like I can go right back in and touch my toes, and now actually putting my palms on the ground doesn't seem that far off, doesn't seem that crazy. I with the inspiration of that, I ran about 5 minutes on a 7-mile-an-hour pace, and I wasn't winded, and I just felt good, and I'm thinking about that, getting faster and faster, and getting more limber and getting thinner, and eating better, and just feeling better, and I was talking to her about all the different things, the way that this path has taken me into, instead of really studying business and business models and ideas on business and those kind of things, how it's kind of got me into an internal thing where I'm looking at myself, my own well-being, my own thoughts, what I know, the knowledge I have, how I interact, how I let things in the world affect me, how I affect things in the world, and just a path I wasn't in any way anticipating going down. And it makes so much sense, even though it's not 100% clear why I'm going down this road, or what pushed me down this road, but it makes so much sense in terms of what I want to do. At some point it's going to open up that answer on what I'm going to do to start generating an income is going to be there. She asked me about what I like, and I talked about how I like I like things that have personality. I like a coffee, and knowing that each coffee beans are roasted in a certain manner, at a certain temperature for a certain length of time to get a certain color, to pull a certain flavor, and how they have a personality in coffee, and how cigars are like that, and how oysters are like that. I'm starting to find myself really going down a road of things that are items that are non-living entities that have spirits, that have souls, that have some kind of some kind of a charisma and personality to them, and how those things are really starting to interest me. I could totally see myself opening up a cigar and craft beer store, or a coffee shop cigar craft beer, something like that. Something I could be passionate about, something I can enjoy learning about, understanding the knowledge, being kind of an artist. There's an artistry to all those kind of things, and it may not even be one of those things specifically, but that's kind of the path that my mind is going. When she mentioned that to me, just what do you like? And had somebody asked me that 3 months ago, I would have just kind of blanked out. I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. But all these personalized items are coming into my life, so maybe that's something that the ether is preparing me for down the road as I continue to prepare myself for everything that's going on and everything that's moving forward. So maybe hats, I mean, I've never been a big hat wearer, but I love this ugly white hat I got now. It's perfect for out in the sun. I don't wear it really too much, but out in the sun, it's just great, But who knows? Who knows where I'm going? Who knows where I'm headed? I just know that I'm making progress. You might say, well, how can you know you're making progress if you don't know where you're going? Well, I have the two goals, and that's what I'm making progress towards. It's not a direct path towards either one of them. It's all these different layers and tangents and fractions of tree branches that are going off and just spidering off, and continuing to learn one thing new every day. Today I'm going to study something that interests me now. I want to know what the different types of cigars are. What's Robusta, what's Corona, what are the sizes, where are the countries they come from. So I'm going to study that a little bit. It doesn't matter so much what I learn when I put that out there. My one little daily goal is to learn something every day. It doesn't matter what it is, just as long as it's something. It's something can be as minuscule as can be, and that's the thing. It's not contained. It's not it's not cut and dry. It's not just that way. So there's a lot of freedom in what I'm doing. And then the other thing that I guess I could talk about, and see, I always start, well, not always, but a lot of times I'll start off saying, I have no idea what I want to talk about, and then all of a sudden I just start rambling, and my brain just starts kicking out at things that I've been talking to myself about all day or all month or whatever the case may be. But the other thing is, I've completely let everything go with my job. If I make money, great. If I don't make money, who cares? I'm just kind of, I feel so free, that freedom has come back, and there's still, the business is still coming in, I'm still, I don't even want work, and I'm getting things done, and it just is what it is. And like I said, I don't care if at the end of the month if I've made no money, so be it. That's a little bit of the Tao that I'm learning coming out, and I'm not solely focused on Taoism. It seems to be a big influence in my thoughts and my feelings, my emotions right now. But in the end, whatever comes into play. But that's one of those Taoist things. Just let the world flow. Let it be fluid. Let everything flow through you, and what you need will come. If you desire it too much, then push it away, and just kind of sit back and take the world in and enjoy the world and learn from the world, and stay on the path, stay and just kind of. But anyway, it's just a very freeing kind of component. It's just a fantastic life. I'll take the bad with the good. Tomorrow I might be into some kind of horrible mood talking about how miserable things are, but that's the point of this thing for me is to see my ups and downs, see what I'm overcoming, see the changes that I've gone through. At day 365, I can go through and I can watch this whole thing, and I can look at myself at day 1, day 10, day 50, day 90, whatever it is, and be like, wow, that's where I was. This is where I'm at now. I might hear myself say some foolish things that don't make any sense anymore, and that might be good. I might learn something new from something I said in the past, something I'd forgotten, or some other way of looking at something I've said. But again, keep on carrying on, keep on trucking. Hang loose, all those things. That's where I'm at. So I'm gonna be able to put my palms on the ground soon. Whoop-de-ding. But I mean, it's a really cool thing. I'm gonna be able to run at 7, 8, 9 miles an hour. I'm gonna be 175 pounds. I'm gonna have money coming in from who knows where. I'm gonna be enjoying my life. I'm gonna be enjoying whatever career path I've chosen to make money, whatever kind of entrepreneurship goal I've had, and and that's what it's going to be all about. I'm going to generate my own freedom. I'm going to generate my own enjoyment. I'm not going to live off of anybody else. I'm not going to live off of anything else. I'm not going to, be a component of. I'm not going to be a cog in somebody else's machine of life. I'm building my own machine. I never thought of it that way before. I was kind of escaping the prison of work, but now I'm building my own machine of life. So I'm going to leave it with that. Hey, what are you doing today?